NFC East, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. 2 runs in a row, but only 2.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Ball again. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down the 47-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Allen going to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Off play action. Allen out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change, when all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively. It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And they have the football
investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Again, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Play action. Now it's Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Cook is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Cook will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Allen now on 3rd and goal. Sliding and fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. A give running right is Hall. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Rasul Douglas picks it. And he's going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Xavier Gibson now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion. "2 seconds to go, 1st quarter.
Rodgers will try again on second down. He finds Wilson, and he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 33. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in second down. Throwing is Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
The tackle made back at the 13-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. That goes out wide to Murray. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. And it's fielded at the 34. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Here's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. And they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Now it's Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now Allen throwing on second down, finding Knox there, complete. Look at the big fella go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 58 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. Here's Rodgers to throw on second down. And now here is another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing the second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Rodgers now on first down. That's complete to Lazard. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Rodgers now to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he is caught past the 20, and he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Bills will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
A final shot before half for Allen. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Cook running right. Nice little juke. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Allen eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Allen off the play fake. Touchdown, Bills. Khalil Shakir, 31 yards. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And the Jets have got it. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Here's Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Half 85.
Looking to throw. Allen. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. To the air, Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Allen to throw it. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and
Now Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on the crossing route. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and 9.
A give. This is Cook. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down back at the 24.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On play action, Allen steps away.
And this one too low. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 10.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Touchdown! Dawson knocks a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw is Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Rodgers to throw once more. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That's Matt Milano firing in from its linebacker position.
Talk about two sides of the ball across purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
Here we go.
Throwing is Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Hey, 88.
Now Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Going deep for Diggs. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
So Allen's going to look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills.